So we are going to the Amazon River, and where we're starting off is Iquitos, Peru. It is a great place to go if you're an adventurous person. From the scenic Amazon River to the adventurous forest, Iquitos will give even the most adventurous people will enjoy this trip. The forests are very wild and fun for adventurous people. So you'll start by a more Americanized place, more of a lodge. Then the second place you'll be going is the huts. And then the last place you are on your own with the guides camping. You will see you'll experience many different foods and different animals while you are on this trip.
These are just some of the views you'll see in the Amazon.
So, I'm an adventurous person who has been to every continent worldwide and has encountered many cool animals. I'm 27 years old. I've been bitten by a snake, alligator, and chased down by a leopard and survived all the attacks. I'm also a pro wide receiver and a minor league catcher. I've also been nominated for the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award for helping kids with cancer and diseases. My biggest fish is a 70-inch northern pike in the Bronx waters. I've been doing my work for 5 years in the Amazon, and I really like people. I'm very kind and funny too.
Alright, my name is Trent Kelly. I was born in the United States of America, but I spend most of my time in other countries. I like spending time in the Amazon area. I'm 27 years old. I'm a former receiver for the Minnesota Vikings. I met Logan in foreign countries helping kids with diseases. He won the award, obviously. I love athletics. And that's me. So on your first day, you're going to arrive in Iquitos, and you're going to basically be taking a riverboat to your first place. And your first lodge is going to be very Americanized. It'll be more of a place you expect to see in a resort, but it'll be fun. In days 2 through 3, you're going to be exploring the area a little bit more, learning about plants and animals. You're going to be basically trying to up your survival skills. On day 4, you're going to go on a riverboat to the port of, I've never been able to see it, Sisa. And you'll take a speedboat, and this is the last lodge you will be in, pretty much. This lodge isn't as Americanized, so don't be expecting anything. And then on day 5, you'll be learning about more of the plants in the area and about medicines and things that are dangerous, things that aren't. I'll also be learning about the river. On day 6, you'll leave to the next spot in the Amazon. This is your last time, that was the last time you were in a lodge, so now you're pretty much camping in the Amazon. One of the most adventurous things you can do in this world. So a plane's going to pick you up and put you on a dirt landing, and you're going to have canoes. You're going to canoe down the river to a campsite. From there, it's pretty much you and your guides. There's no more help. So you're taking your survival skills to the test on days 7 through 9. And you're going to be near villages too, so if you need their help, you can get them. And on day 10, the plane's going to come back, bring you back to the normal airport, where you are then going to fly back to Minnesota. One reason we chose this trip is because of the animals. They're one of the most fearful things in this world is the Amazon River and the Amazon forest. And you can see many things, like the reptiles are very dangerous, probably scary to many people. And in the river, there's also things like piranhas, snakes, electric eels, very cool animals. But they're not all scary. There's also cool animals and exotic animals like the leopards and sloths.
Alright, so the weather is usually about 80 degrees to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. At night, a lot of rain pours, and about 50% of the days you will see rain. And the temperatures are hot in the summer, so we recommend you go sometime spring, summer, or spring, winter. The gear you will need and the ones we provide us, the guides, food in case of emergency, first aid supplies, tents, raincoats, and canoes. The required is all the clothes you need. You will bring your own clothes, and I recommend you bring light jackets and ponchos. And I'd recommend you bring sunscreen, band-aids, medicine, insect repellent, hats and sunglasses, and pocket knives, just because the animals and bugs there are crazy. So the pricing flight for one person is $1,145. It's a 24-hour flight. The guides this is for both of us, is $2,000. Hudson Lodges, the Amazon Eco Lodge, which is the second one to stay at, is $1,200 for one person, and then it gets lower for the more people you have. The Heliconia Lodge, which is the first one you stay at, is $200 to $500 per night, so the more nights you stay there, the less the money per night. We also have a 3-person canoe, which is $678, and the overall price is $5,623.73.
Is the overall price including where in that sliding fee is that encompassing? Is it the 200 or the 500?
We're including 500. We're including all the highest prices.
Okay.
Most of the time, the rooms don't get bigger. This isn't your resort, so you don't get more rooms. So most of the time, when you want to bring more people into one room, you can pay less money.
So the camping is not, we don't count any of the days for camping, for lodging, that's free, or that would just be because?
We personally take you on the camping.
You guys work cheap, $1,000 a week, that's pretty good. It's pretty good, you must do
They're
it.
pretty
for
nice
fun.
people.
So, go ahead. And what about the food costs in there? Do we count? Is there
We
food in
pay
there?
for all of your food. So for groceries and stuff, and most of the time for the fishing trips, you will catch your own food. Your 3 fishing trips split.
So this is Ultimate Adventure, so you're not going to be spending much time in restaurants. It's going to be more like you're trying to get your own food. Although if you can't catch anything, we do have food for you.
So this trip is not for people faint at heart.
No, it's for more fit people, probably ages 18 through 25, they have to be pretty fit.
You have to be pretty strong because taking a canoe down a river is not easy, and there's some other things that require strength.
Yeah,
You can't be 45 then?
I think you could do it.
Good answer.
What about the language? Because that area, I would imagine, is a different language. What
Yes.
language is it? And
It's mostly Spanish for the most part, and we translate, and we are also Hispanic, so we speak Spanish and English, so we can translate.
We spend a lot of time in that area, so we know Spanish very well.
Yes.
How many travelers are you planning for?
1 to 2 people. It's hard to camp with a big group because it's gonna be a way higher price, and you can't fit all the people into the resorts.
so
Those are
smaller
small.
groups?
Yeah.
Are there any health concerns? You emphasized that it was very remote. Are there any shots or vaccinations that you would need to do, and what sort of?
Yes, there's a lot of testing that you're gonna have to go through, like before you leave the country. I know I've gone to places in the country and they've had to make sure I don't have certain diseases in me. And sometimes mosquitoes, they do have malaria sometimes. It's rare, but it is possible. So you have to be aware of that. That's some of the risks.
When you look at your trip, if there was one excursion or one part of the trip that you would recommend the most, what would it be?
I recommend the fishing. There's so many different and wild exotic fish there. I also love fishing, so.
And you mentioned like the fresh catch of the day. Is that something that you're skilled? Do you have to know how to fillet a fish? And are the people that go on your trip, are they doing the cooking, or is there a cook provided?
Well,
Tell me more.
if they know how to cook, we will let them. But if they don't, we will teach them and assist them. For those first couple days, that's kind of like the teaching and upgrading their survival skills.
How long a plane ride is that?
It's approximately 24 hours.